at Mini Hawi. Look at that lioness. They are all being controlled with this low-class lion who doesn't even know anything. Meanwhile, Hawi, don't you think that you are the one who destroyed the relationship between Marwa and your husband? I used to be controlled. I used to be limited. Don't do this. But now I'll never be scared of anyone telling me not to meet that person. If that person is your enemy, you don't tell Mini Hawi what to do. So now Mini Hawi is free from that court. Silly, blameless manner like Kohera.
Every time when I hear about this name, Aunty Dami, my head fails to think critically. And today, she's my niche. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Maxwell Lumumba Africa. For those who are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, I do reaction videos, especially to the videos that have been posted in public domain. Like today, I'll be discussing about Aunty Dami under fire after her reaction to Coco Mama and Mini Hawi. For those who are coming across this YouTube channel and they are not subscribed, let us subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos to other individuals. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that any day, anytime I post any video, you people get notified. Watch my videos from the beginning up to the end without skipping those ads that you see there. Let us show love to this YouTube channel. Let us continue liking my videos. I also have another YouTube channel that goes by the name Vibe with Lumumba. Basically, for that YouTube channel, I post videos, especially my lifestyle videos. For those who really enjoy watching lifestyle videos, you can go over there, watch the videos, and watch how the tiny house is taking shape. Having said that, back to today's business. Coco Mama and Mini Hawi did a video, and this Aunty Dami did a reaction video. Her reaction is so fucking disgusting. The way she thinks like a mad woman. She talks like a mad woman. She's reacting on Masubo saying shit about Masubo and calling Mini Hawi a snake because of Kenge and stuffs like that. Mini Hawi, she's a free mind. She doesn't need Kenge. This reminds me, Mini Hawi was so loyal to Kenge. What did Kenge do to Mini Hawi? Kenge attacked Mini Hawi. Mini Hawi was standing up and defending Nasto against Mawango. Mawango told her to hit Mafi. For those who really understand Mafi, that is a Swahili word that I've said. So, upon seeing that, Mini Hawi came out and said, no, that's not right, Mawango. How can you, African village girl, tell people to eat your Mafi? Ladies and gentlemen, that is so bad. When she did that, Senso got mad because Senso was trying to protect the sister and chased her away and told Mini Hawi, you are not welcomed to the villa anymore, and anybody seen associated with you are not my friends anymore and are not welcomed again. So Mini Hawi went and did her own things. She tried cooking videos. It didn't work out. I think it didn't work out, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe, I don't know if she was lacking the videographer or it didn't work out. Yeah, she has tried being a housewife. It didn't work out. She's now doing her own things. She's not even concerned with anybody. We have seen her doing some business, the clothing business, yeah, especially for children. That means she's trying multiple things. That is why I myself, as Maxwell Lumumba, I've been telling YouTubers, yeah, let us not put this YouTube thing as the only thing that can make us develop or grow in this world. Yeah, let us make YouTube as a side hustle. I spend only 1 hour to watch and react to videos. The rest of the time, I mind my own business. I go search for money. I can't wait until 22nd is when I'll get the peanut money from the YouTube, yeah? So that means that it is not that much sustainable, but that income really helps in maybe sorting some bills and any other thing. So this makes me believe that we need to get extra job apart from this content creator. So I don't know, because she's not concerned with anybody. When you look at Mini Hawi, she's just doing her own business, yeah? And that's how it should be. I don't know what happens to these anti-dummy. If you go back and look her channel, she's abusing Mawango. She's abusing Kenge, calling them scammer. Lady J also, she's being abused. Nonsense, she was giving it to them. So those videos are there. I don't know what changed. All of a sudden, praising Senso. Come on. Senso will never accept you. Auntie Dami came to the village. She was very overexcited, fangirl, as rich auntie, and stayed in Uncle's Mo place. Senso even did a video with her with the title, My Rich Aunt from Europe. She came there, packed, fully loaded with gifts for Senso and Roro. She came with a lot of goodies. She wanted Uncle Mo, and Uncle Mo refused her. She wanted to tomb with Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo wasn't having it. That's why she felt so bad. She's now attacking Mini Hawi. I can see even the likes of Janet Arisha in the comment section in Mini Hawi's channel, sending a lot of emojis, yeah? Devastating emojis to show that she's not feeling that good, yeah? Leave alone these Janet Arisa, postquoms and intercoms. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I don't want to disrespect anybody today, but Auntie Dami reacted on Mawango, calling her all kinds of names. Scammer. She did a video one time exposing Finding Ian. That Finding Ian is calling her secretly to ask money from her. Auntie Yami needs to be put in her place, and that's why they were, and that reminds me that they were friends with Coco Mama. There is a time they were traveling with Coco Mama. So videos are there. She's now playing devil's advocate. It is so easy for them to play devil's advocate. This is not the first time or the first person I'm seeing playing devil's advocate. Initially, I've told us different people who have really played, devil's advocate. We know them, yeah? One of the person, the name starts with B. Another individuals, the name started with V, yeah? All of them, they have been playing devil's advocate. So, and their subscribers are so dumb. If somebody comes disrespecting somebody that you watch, how dumb are you? You are still there in the comment section, yeah? You know, for Mini Hawi was ostracized by Kenge. Now, you are now bringing in things that happened 2 years ago to make them relevant to the normal scenario and the normal occasion that we are in. So, I've seen somebody called Mora every day in that lady's comment section, cheering her on what stopped her against turning away from people. When people show you who they really are and what you really believe they are, if the Kenge family have been doing bad for you, you don't need to pretend Auntie Yummy, yeah. No, you are bringing us down, and that is what is not supposed to be happening. With this calling me just a minute. Sorry for that call, but let me tell us this, yeah. Every creator has the right to change, but audiences notice. Let us be fair about something. People can change their opinion, that's normal. As human beings, we all learn new information, gain new experience, and sometimes see situations differently than we did before. There is nothing wrong with changing your mind. The issue is that when you are a public figure, your audience will naturally compare that or what you are saying today with what you have said in the past. And that is what we are seeing with the anti-dummy. If there appears to be a major shift in your position, viewers are going to ask questions. They may wonder what changed, because now me and Hawi has been seen with Coco Mama. For me, because I watched that video from the beginning up to the end, that was a very healthy conversation. A lot of people came to the comment section praising that type of conversation, calling it is an act of positivity. So some people may wonder what changed. Was there new information? Was there misunderstanding before, or is there another reason? Those are actually fair questions, because consistency is part of what builds trust with an audience. Let me speak about Min Hawi's journey. And when I'm talking about Mini Hawi, like many creators, she had tried different types of content. That is something almost every YouTuber experiences. Some videos perform well, some videos we as content creators don't perform well. Some ideas connect with the audience, others don't. That's simply part of building a channel. Trying different format does not mean someone has failed. It means they are experimenting and trying to find what works for them. I know cooking videos is not that easy the way people think. Yeah. It is so much expensive, yeah. When you buy all those I don't know, they're called vinegars or what, those things that people add, I told us I'm not a cook. So when it comes to cooking, hey, please put me aside. I'm good when it comes to eating, but when it comes to cooking, I'm not that I don't know even how to cook. Let me just put it. So those, I don't know, they're called vinegars or those mixers, yeah, they're not that cheap. Yeah, people really enjoy delicious meals. You don't expect somebody to cook ugali and skuma wiki, that is collards, then you expect people to be there watching. No, people like something yummy, yeah, something like alluring. When you see that meal, your saliva comes out of your mouth. That is what people really want. So every success creator has gone through that process. I myself, I like giving talking about myself as a real example. I started from somewhere. When I was doing animal videos, it was very expensive. I had to travel all the way to Eldoret. I had to sleep in lodges, yeah, in Airbnbs. So that made that trips very expensive, yeah. So that made me to now think about what can I do apart from these videos about animal videos, yeah. And by then I was almost like exploiting myself, giving much information about how people are supposed to keep animals, yet there is nothing like return. It was taking me 2 months to reach a threshold of 70 euros, and that made me be much drained. I thought like let me try something else. I went to lifestyle videos. It wasn't working out. I tried other things. It wasn't working out. I said, let me try reaction video. My reaction videos I started in December, yeah. It was like 6 months when I started my YouTube channel, yeah. when I started my reaction videos, I saw reaction is the best place. But I said, let me not choose this reaction in the other side, like I don't know, positivity or negativity. Let me echo what people say. That is why my titles correlate with what people will be watching. I don't put clickbait. I don't bring in or forge stories. I digest, I analyze, I bring things and echo the way they are. The only setting matters. So let me say this. You don't have to belong to a camp. One thing about social media often encourages is the idea that everyone has to pick a side. You either choose to be Team Kenge or you choose to be, or you'll be perceived to be a negative person. We have tried life. We as content creators, that is why I usually tell people that YouTube and reaction is there to either agree with what somebody is doing or you disagree. It is like opposition in Kenya or the whole world, yeah? The opposition oversees what the government is doing. That is why even for us as reactors, we oversee. If Kenge does a mistake, we are there with him. If he does something good, we congratulate. And that is what is called a reaction. We react. Public figures are there to be reacted upon. So, for those who think the other time I saw a stupid boy by the name Daisy trying to brag on camera, trying people that if you react that I don't know what is defamation. I've come on camera severally and told us what defamation is. Yeah? You are now telling somebody not to film your vehicle, and yet you go every day filming people alive. Then when your vehicle has been seen in a video, you come there, you don't know you're going, that it is a police case. Who does that? That is why that case was thrown upon Taken. So you either choose to be with one creator or against another. Personally, I don't think that is healthy. Creators should think on who to support and who not to support. Creators should be able to collaborate with the different people, disagree peacefully, and continue producing their own content without being expected to join permanent teams. That's one of the strengths of independent content creation. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of viewers, somebody's calling me here, but I have to continue. Okay, a lot of viewers are smarter than many people think. Sometimes people assume audience will simply accept whatever they are told. I don't think that is true. People watch multiple channels. They compare different viewpoints. They notice when facts are presented differently. They remember previous videos. That's why creators should never underestimate their audiences. Even for me, a lot of my subscribers, they come in the comment section and they told me like, Max, there is this here, this thing happened, yeah? I really like when they are updating me, especially when maybe I skipped something. They tell me that, Max, you're supposed to follow these way, you see? With that, you are learning. Maybe there's something that you missed. You can go there, and when you see how they text you, you can relate with that. So over time, viewers build their own opinion based on everything they have watched, not just one reaction. That is why I was bringing in the story about Hawi from the beginning, how she was ostracized by Kenge himself. Then somebody by the name AUNTY, she's coming here to tell us that these you are supposed to be loyal. Who told you loyalty should be taken for granted? And this tells us that reaction or commentary comes with responsibility. So, reaction channel play an important role online. They give opinions, they analyze events, they challenge narrative that's valuable. But with that role comes responsibility. If you are criticizing another creator, it is important to focus on what they actually said and did it in public rather than assuming motives or making claims that cannot be verified. And that is one thing that I, as Maxwell Lumumba, am trying to avoid. I only see and attach clips of what really happened. So, strong commentaries is built on evidence, context, and reasoning, not on volume or personal attacks. What Aunty Yami was doing was personal attack. Let the content speak. And at the end of the day, the videos are public. Anyone interested can watch Coco Mama videos, Mini Hawi videos, Maxwell Lumumba's videos, and the reaction being discussed. People can compare the different perspective from the persons themselves, and that is what we call the healthy conversation. That is one of the best things that I, Maxwell Lumumba, I really want to appreciate. People can compare different perspectives for themselves. That is one of the biggest things about YouTube viewers aren't limited to one voice. They can hear multiple opinions and decide which argument they find most convincing from which type of a creator. As a reactor, our job is to explain our perspective clearly, challenge the ideas where we disagree, and encourage viewers to think critically rather than simply following one side. And that is what we have really seen in this YouTube street. Having said that, this makes me to come to the end of this video because I've seen a lot of people calling me. Let me attend to some issues, then let us meet in the next video. Goodbye for now, till we meet again. Goodbye.